What's up, guys? Prepared Guy here once again. Today we're taking a look at the Boblov Digital Night Vision Binocular. This is the model NV001, which is prototype 1, and it has cool features like video and image capture. It has a 400-meter range, and it has a high-definition digital display. So let's take a look at the back of the box where it has all the specs. Go ahead and pause that there so you guys can actually see all the different product specifications here, all the way from magnification to aperture, all the way to the video formats. I mean, simple stuff like that is really important to know. And then obviously it has all the different product information inside of here. And it also says it doesn't include the AA batteries or the FD card. So this package does not include all these different things. But actually, in fact, in reality, it does. So let's check this out here. I got this on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description. But let's just take this out of the box here. And as you can see, it comes in a nice carrying case, and it has a strap in the box with some instructions. But you don't want to know about the case. You want to know about the camera. So let's talk about the accessories first, get that out of the way. Comes with a 32 gigabyte memory card, or SD card. It also, or the micro SD card, I should say. It also has a direct current USB cable here, so that way you can plug this directly into the camera and use a battery bank like so to charge your camera, or not charge it, but to actually use it as basically an extra battery. So you can plug it in and use it as a direct current battery. This is the micro SD card reader. So you can use that. That goes micro SD to the USB or USB port on your computer. This also has a component cable that can be plugged into the side, so you can plug this into a monitor, and it has a cleaning cloth and a micro USB cable as well. So it has a lot of different accessories. Let's jump into the camera though, because that's the most important part. So I'll throw this aside here. And now looking at the camera on the outside of it, has 6 buttons on one side. It has a little slot here where you can put all that stuff we just talked about and plug those things into. I'll go into that a little bit more in a second. On the front, it has the infrared light, which is the 850 nanometer spectrum, and it also has your camera lens here as well, which we'll get more into a little bit details. It has a 1/4 inch, so you can plug this into a tripod, screw it in there like that, and mount it like this. It takes 8, and this is 8 AA batteries, so 4 on each side, 4 and 4, which is a lot of batteries, so it adds a little bit of weight to this camera. But this camera is extremely light to begin with, so let's jump into the actual camera itself. I'll turn this on. You just hold the power button down, and it will automatically say, hey, look at the bottom, at the top of that screen, it has the SD card thing. It says you need to insert an SD card, so let's do that right now. So we'll go ahead and pop this side open here, and we'll throw the SD card in to the SD card slot. This is a micro SD card slot, and you have to have the little pins facing up when you put this in here. So facing the sky, you put it in, push it in, and there you go. You're good to go. Now you have your USB, your AV, which is that component cable that I showed you for the monitor, and it also has the SD card slot and the direct current, which I told you guys can plug this into a battery bank and power it that way. So that way you don't have to put 8 batteries in here. You can just recharge your battery bank and keep it continuously going. Let's go into some of the on-screen display stuff. So as you can see in the corner, left-hand corner at the top, it has a little camera. If you want to switch that over to the video, that's just for taking pictures. You get 13,951 photos, okay? And if I push this button here, it's going to go over to the video, and that's going to give you 1 hour and 34 minutes of video using that SD card that's in there as well. Also at the top of the screen, you'll see a battery indicator in the top right-hand corner. That is going to tell you how much battery you have left. When you flip it over again and hit the power button again, it's going to toggle to the last thing you recorded, and you can hit OK to play back what you recorded. So that's what it looks like a few seconds ago. Boom, there we go. So if you want to go back to the camera, I'm going to go back into the video mode, and you can, this is the zoom right here, by the way. This is to toggle the zoom. So if you want to zoom in or zoom out, You'll notice it's very loud when you click this. If you're going to be hunting or using this in a tree stand to view game, I would just leave it the way it is and kind of let it run. If you're pressing too many buttons, they're going to hear that. Those deers have very sensitive hearing, obviously. If you're a hunter, you know this. This is the IR light. Boom. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see that I put the IR light on level 1. Now it's on level 2. And now it's on level 3. And then you press it again to turn it off. You'll notice that this little thing's flapping around over here. This is the filter. This goes over the lens. This doesn't stay on very well. It's supposed to filter out the light during the day so that you can see a clearer picture. Now, if you want to use the menu, all you got to do is go into the menu. So this little button right here, this is the menu. And these buttons, the plus and minus on the side, is going to let you scroll through the menu. And say I wanted to format my SD card. So you go to Format, you hit OK, then you toggle back down to Yes, then you hit OK again, and now you're formatting. So there you go. So now I want to switch it over to Pictures. So this is the gallery. There's nothing on file in the gallery right now. I want to switch it over to picture mode. Say I wanted to take a picture of something. So now I've taken a picture of something. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the gallery. There you go. And now that's what I take a picture of in my office. And now I can switch it back. Say I want to take a video. I'll go into video mode. And now I'll take a video. And now I've taken a video. So I go ahead and go back, and now it's on video, and I press the button and you can review the video. Now you'll notice that there's no audio, and there's a reason for that. These are binoculars, guys. I mean, it's not a night vision camcorder. It's the piece of equipment that you're supposed to use for spotting game or hunting or spying on somebody. You could use this for a lot of different applications, but you don't need the audio. Apparently they don't think you need the audio. And you really don't need the audio. It's a very inexpensive piece of equipment. I mean, even if you could hear 400 meters out, you'd have to have a microphone that would cost more than this camera does. So with that said, let's take it outside. Let's check out a couple different modes. We'll do daytime mode, we'll do video, we'll take some pictures, and then we'll do nighttime. We'll do some video and we'll take some pictures. And then you guys can decide for yourself if you want to pick up one of these Boblov Nv001 cameras, because you know what? I think that having some night vision, even if it's not like the top tier night vision, it's not going to be the best in the world, but it's going to be usable, which is all you really need when it comes down to just having an inexpensive tool like this on hand. Okay, so you can see that building way off in the distance. That is approximately about 100 yards away. You can see that vehicle in the distance as well. That vehicle is approximately about 75 yards away. So about 100 yards away to that building over there. As you can see, this is what it looks like through the Boblov night vision camera. This is what it looks like through the GoPro. This is what it looks like looking through the viewfinder of the Boblov in the distance. And now I'm going to zoom in using the Boblov, and that's about as clear as it's gonna get. I can try to focus it a little bit more, but yeah, that's about it, guys. That's what it looks like during the day. We'll zoom back through the Boblov. Yeah, and that's exactly what it looks like through the Boblov. Not bad. And remember, guys, we have this filter on the front of it as well. So that way we're gonna be able to block out all that extra light, and you're seeing pretty clear picture through the Boblov. Nice and clear. There's not a lot of reflecting light bouncing around in there. It's pretty nice. You can see in the distance there, got those flags over there. We're approximately about 80 yards away from that, looking through the Boblov. I can zoom in through the Boblov too, and see it's kind of grainy, not the best picture in the world, but from where I'm standing, this is the vantage point on the GoPro. And we'll scan and pan across. Back over to that building in the distance. You'll notice that the Boblov is very zoomed in. That's because it's binoculars, guys. And this is what it looks like from the same vantage point from the GoPro Hero 9. Okay guys, I'm outside right now with the Boblov Nv001 night vision binocular. And as you can see, it's not too bright right now because I don't have the IR illuminator on. I'm going to put this in video mode, and I'm going to put the IR illuminator on 1, and I'm going to hit record, and now we're starting the video. Now this is what it looks like through the viewfinder, but this is what it looks like on the night vision binoculars themselves. As you can see the crisp detail and separation of the trees, and the tree line is about 100 feet away. And you can see this bush right in front of me here is only about 50 feet away. And we'll look further down and further up, and you can see up into the trees. Now I'm going to hit the zoom, and you can see it starts to get grainy. Like I said, this uses the digital zoom and not optical, so you have to adjust the focus, and that's about as focused as I can get it. And now we're going to pull back, and now you can see. Now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to see if I can see a little bit further away. This fence line is about 100 yards away, and it's relatively sharp for what it is. And I can zoom in, and I can kind of focus, adjusting the focus a little bit, and you can make out those fence posts with no problem. I'm going to crank up the IR now because we're only in level 1. I'll put this in level 2. Now you can see it much clearer. And then I'm going to put it in level 3, and now we are just blasting far, far away. And yeah, this is really nice. Like I said, that tree line's about 100 yards away at night, and I can see everything really, really clear. Looks really, really good all the way up in the trees in the back here. Now if there was an animal or a bird or something up there in the tree, you'd be able to see that because the IR illuminator would be reflecting off the eyes of the animal. And you can see here, we got a bush right in front of me. It's really, really close. Let's see, what else can I see? There's another bush over here. There's some houses down there, and that house is about, I'd say, a little over 130 yards away from me. So that's pretty far away. I'm gonna turn off the IR illuminator. You can see it's illuminated by a street light, but that fence over there, like I said, is in complete darkness. But you can see it still has really good night vision because the night optics are reasonable in this camera. You throw it into the night vision mode with the IR, much brighter. Very cool. Now I have the camera back on again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the video mode. I'm going to start recording right now, and I'm going to turn on the IR illuminator. And as you guys can see in the distance, approximately about 100 feet away right now, there's a rabbit. And I'll adjust the focus a little bit so you can see the rabbit a little bit more, if I can. And like I said, he's about 100 feet away. There he is. He's off in the distance there. Now I'm probably about the same distance because he moved closer and I moved further back. But yeah, that's what he looks like. I'm going to zoom in with the digital zoom, kind of readjust the focus. The focus on this is not the best in the world. But yeah, I'm going to put the cover on here. See, that blocks out the light. I'm going to take that cover off. And that's what he looks like. Put that in level 3. And this is what it looks like with absolutely no light in the background whatsoever. And you can still see him in the distance. So guys, I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.